It's time for This Week in Research Papers. That's right, welcome to TWIRP. And now here's your resident TWIRP, the StudyFinds guy, Geoff Allen. All right, TWIRPs and non-TWIRPs alike, welcome to the TWIRP Studios, or as I like to call it, the TWIRP Cave. Let's get started on our featured StudyFinds stories of the week. In our top 10 today, you will not believe the jaw-droppingly beautiful pictures we have from the skies of Antarctica. We also have news about the possible origins of Native American ancestors, and it's not what you think. And some good news, bad news about testosterone supplements, at least about knowing what you're getting. But first, let's get started with number 10. A robot dog born without any knowledge about its leg anatomy or how it works, but with animal-like reflexes to teach it how to walk in an hour, has been built by scientists. Researchers in Germany say the canine creation called Morty learns to walk quickly because it makes good use of its virtual spinal cord. Well, this sounds like the start of robot world domination. Just saying, that's why they make them look like dogs, so you trust them. I kid, of course. Well, the theory is based on the fact that baby animals begin their lives relying on hardwired spinal cord reflexes, and more basic motor control reflexes also help the animal avoid falling and hurting themselves during their first attempts at walking. The robot dog works by using a complex algorithm that guides how it learns information from foot sensors, and it's matched with data from the model spinal cord, which is running as a program in the robot's computer. The robot dog learns to walk by constantly comparing set and expected sensor information, running reflex loops, they're called, and adapting the way it regulates its movements. The algorithm adapts control parameters of a central pattern generator, or CPG. The authors say the robot is good for the planet as it only uses 5 watts of power to walk. Well, that's great to know that our robot overlords will be quite efficient. Again, I kid. Number 9, elephant genes could hold the secret to preventing cancer. I bet that's a big pair of genes right there. Again, joking. Seriously, researchers from the University of Oxford say these giant mammals carry an army of tumor-fighting proteins that destroy mutated cells. The discovery explains why Earth's largest land animals are over 5 times less likely to develop the disease than humans. Scientists say that harnessing the genes could lead to a one-size-fits-all therapy for one of the world's deadliest diseases, but certainly not one-size-fits-all genes. Here's the key, they think. Elephants inherit 40 versions of a gene called P53, 20 from each parent. Scientists call them the, quote, guardian of the genome. They hunt down and kill cells with faulty DNA. All other animals, like us scrawny humans, only have 2 versions of the genes. Rip off. Biochemical analysis and computer simulations also showed the 40 versions all have slight structural differences. This provides a much wider range of anti-cancer activity than our paltry 2 genes have. 1 from each parent. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Knowing these differences, scientists hope to discover how the body activates the genome guardian, leading to medications that could increase P53 sensitivity and response against cancer-causing environments. On to number 8. Charcoal supplements could hold the key to enjoying your favorite fatty foods without gaining any extra weight. Now, you can't just go buy a big bag of Kingsford briquettes. It's more complicated than that. Researchers in Japan have discovered that edible activated charcoal prevents weight gain in mice consuming a high-fat diet. What is activated charcoal, you ask? Well, that is a great question. Activated charcoal is a common medical tool for treating drug overdoses. It also doubles as an emergency anti-poison remedy. Not to mention, it's used as a deodorizer and for water purification. See, it soaks up a lot of stuff. Researchers note that edible activated charcoal has the ability to absorb urinary toxins and bile acids in the intestines and excrete them as the feces. I'm sure you wanted to hear that. Now put down your food, you're done eating. With that in mind, the team examined the substance's ability to absorb excess fat coming from fatty diets. Based on their results in mice on a high-fat diet,
Given acidic activated charcoal, study authors said the results show the supplements before or while eating fatty foods could prevent weight gain among people. By removing more of the harmful substances of a fatty diet from the body, the team says this could prevent future cases of obesity, diabetes, and fatty liver disease. As always, check with your doctor. On to number 7. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but researchers from Aston University have found that eating more fruit may also keep the therapist at bay. See what we did there? Isn't that cute? Their study finds people who habitually and frequently eat fruit are more likely to report greater positive mental well-being and less likely to experience depressive symptoms. On the other hand, of the snack spectrum, the study also suggests that people who eat more savory snacks, like chips, tend to deal with more anxiety. I tend to open the chips or the bag of M&Ms after a stressful day. I consider myself a feeling eater. Anywho, in the study, regardless of overall fruit consumption quantity, the more often an individual ate fruit, the lower they scored for depression and the higher for well-being. And they didn't find the same with vegetables. Take that, vegetables, you suck. Well, not really. Don't toss out the veggies. Scientists advise that fruit and vegetables are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and essential micronutrients, which promote optimal brain function. And they say the less you cook them, the better. Nutrients can get lost in cooking. Overall, researchers say that if you're looking to feel better, your best bet is to reach for the fruit bowl rather than the chips. Okay, I get it. On to number 6. Experts say that most testosterone supplements will leave you and your wallet limp. Yikes. These supplements are marketed as a natural way for men to gain muscle and increase their libido, but new research finds that testosterone supplements have little to no real scientific evidence to support their claims. Now, don't come down on me. Researchers from the University of Southern California say that the marketing departments for numerous brands of testosterone supplements are taking serious liberties. Simply put, popping these pills regularly aren't worth the price. They say that many supplements, quote, contain vitamins and minerals, but don't do anything to improve testosterone. They go on to say that unscrupulous peddlers of many of these supplements are using marketing to appeal to the aging male in their desire to retain the vigor they had in youth. Researchers discovered that while 90% of the products analyzed claim to increase testosterone levels, only 25% could actually show data that supported those claims. Furthermore, many of the supplements contained amounts of vitamins well beyond the upper tolerable limit, effectively neutralizing any potential health benefits they may have provided. So some did show promise, so you really got to look at what you're buying. So check with your doctor or nutritionist that you trust. Don't take my word for it. Researchers are recommending more regulation in regard to testosterone boosters in order to protect consumers. Here we go on to number 5. Well, here's a kick in the ass. Smart thermostat users probably love the savings they see in their monthly energy bills, but a new study finds many people may be falling into a trap that is actually straining their local power grid. Unintended consequences, folks. You know, when you think you know everything, just saying. Researchers from Cornell University say that letting the thermostat make all the decisions when it comes to managing electricity creates peak demand across the network at the wrong time of the day. It's an especially costly problem moving from summer to winter when people are looking to heat their homes more often. Specifically, study authors explain that when most smart thermostat users use the default settings and don't personalize the heating and cooling setting to their tastes, it means everyone is asking for power at the exact same time. Researchers say utility companies continue to encourage people to install the devices in their homes as a means of controlling demand and lowering electricity bills, and 4 in 10 U.S. homes now use a smart thermostat. While homeowners might be happy with an average energy savings of 5 to 8%, researchers say programming correctly, that is based on your actual usage and not the defaults, a smart thermostat is capable of saving users between 25 and 30%. So read the instructions, folks. Get that thing programmed and start saving more money. All right, here we are at number 4. Native Americans may be able to trace their origins back to southern China, a new study suggests. Researchers say that ancient human fossils found in a place called Red Deer Cave in southern China's Yunnan province belong to an extinct maternal branch of humans which Native Americans may have descended from. You're looking at a picture here of the excavation. The discovery was made by sequencing the genome of the fossils, which are around 14,000 years old. Scientists compared the fossil's genome to that of other people from around the world. The experts found that the bones belong to an individual whose ancestry appears to have a link to the East Asian origins of Native Americans. So this is kind of like the anthropology version of the 23andMe surprise, I guess, right? The team says this shows some people in Southeast Asia traveled north along the coast of China through Japan. Eventually, these intrepid humans reached Siberia before crossing the Bering Strait between Russia and Alaska. Scientists believe they were the first people to arrive in the New World. The team now wants to sequence more ancient human DNA by using fossils from Southeast Asia, especially ones that predated the Red Deer Cave folks. So the research is ongoing. All right, I love this one. Number 3, a man-eating plant. No, I wish, but a new type of carnivorous plant that catches its prey underground has been discovered by scientists. Researchers found the unique type of pitcher plant on the island of Borneo in Indonesia. Study author Martin Danczak of Pulaski University says the plant differs markedly from all other known species. Danczak said, quote, "In fact, this species places its up to 11 centimeters long pitchers underground where they are formed in cavities or directly in the soil and trap animals living underground, usually ants, mites, and beetles," unquote. The plant is called Nepenthes pudica, which means bashful, and reflects the fact that its lower pitchers remain hidden from sight. Researchers found organisms living inside the pitchers, including mosquito grub, nematode worms, as well as a new species of worm. Wow! Species coming out of the woodwork here, folks. Scientists hope that the discovery of the unique plant will help to encourage protection of the Bornean rainforest as a biodiversity hotspot. On to number 2. A new study says temperatures in the Arctic are increasing 4 times faster than the current rate of global warming. Researchers say an analysis of observed temperatures found 2 jumps that most climate models missed over the past 50 years. Study lead author Peter Chilek, a physicist and climate researcher at Los Alamos National Laboratory, claims, quote, 30 years is considered the minimum to represent climate change. We decreased the time interval to 21 years at that smaller time scale, and contrary to previous investigations that found the Arctic Amplification Index increases in a smooth way, we observed 2 distinct steps, one in 1986 and a second one in 1999, unquote. Researchers found what they call the Arctic Amplification Index to be greater than 4 over the early decades of the 21st century, meaning 4 times faster than the global mean and much more rapid than previous research had determined using a 30 to 40 year time interval. Previous studies calculated that the index was closer to 2 or 3. Study authors downloaded temperature data from the Arctic and used simulations that were output from the climate models in the CMIP6 collection. I have no doubt this debate will continue. All right, on to number 1. You don't want to miss this. If you enjoy photographs that show off some of the naturally occurring beauty seen on our planet, you're in for a treat. Researchers in Antarctica are sharing jaw-dropping photos that reveal the fiery skies caused by the aftereffects of a Tongan volcanic eruption. Stuart Shaw, an Antarctica, New Zealand science technician, captured the breathtaking images of the skies above Scott Base, where he is stationed. Now, cut me some slack on this name, okay? Between December and January, the Tonga Ha'apai volcano erupted, causing explosions that could be heard up to 110 miles away. I got it the first time. That's great. The UK Met Office even detected shockwaves from the eruption. According to New Zealand's NWA, that's the National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research, the mesmerizing effect is thought to be caused by a resulting abundance of aerosols in the stratosphere, 15 to 20 kilometers above Antarctica. Scientists say these, quote, stratospheric aerosols can circulate the globe for months after a volcanic eruption, scattering and bending light as the sun clips or rises below the horizon, creating a glow in the sky with hues of pink, blue, purple, and violet. Shaw calls the images Turkish Delight. Also sounds like a great name for a dessert, but I digress. Well, that puts a pretty cap on the TWIRP update for this week, and if you've been wondering what to do with your elephant genes, activated charcoal, and excess fruit, this was a great week for you, and a huge coincidence. This has been
This Week in Research Papers.
You can check out more info on this and other studies by clicking in the link in the description below and head over to StudyFinds.com.